Continues. Cloud9 versus Liquid kicking off on that T side. C9 will be Liquid over on that CT side. A kit being invested to the arms of Twist, and Kevlar being brought up pretty much everywhere else. C9 meanwhile going for a lot of utility as they look to get down and dirty and hit over towards that B side. Plowing out already will be Rush and Go. Taking the fight. Skadoodle. Stanislaw dropped to the ground. Skadoodle hungry for more. A headshot on towards Nitro. Then just JDM, Elise, and Twist to try and bring this one back. A retake with a kit in play. We've got time to work with.
C9, the post-plant situation in play with a two-man disadvantage on the side of Liquid. So far, Cloud9, the pace not working out in Liquid's favor, but Elise coming in from short is able to find that kill onto Rush, seeing if they can synchronize the CTs. They're making this work. As I say that, it's all down to Elise, and there's two left, and he gets taken out by Tarek. So C9, they pick up the pistol round. It just didn't seem like Team Liquid were ready for that kind of pace coming out from Apartments.
Yeah, it was very quick. It was, as just described, down and dirty. I think the way you talk about the round makes it sound like Liquid as a whole had a contribution, but let's be fair to Elise. It was all or nothing on him. He gambled up short. He had also 3 decisive headshots. But unfortunately, it was no Nico play. It was not clean enough. Liquid do lose the pistol, and C9 now will look to make themselves some money off the back of that. Mac-10s, SMGs all in play. Elise getting aggressive meanwhile on this force-up. Does find himself a kill on Stewie. An initial frag to work with for Liquid. But they've got a long way to go just yet.
Team Liquid early on getting the man advantage, so there's definitely something to work with into this round. Elise getting taken down to 29 HP. He does have that MP9, where Cloud9 just defaulting to see what kind of map control they can get. They do have the weapons advantage, but a minute 15 left on the clock. Cloud9, they have to make sure that this execute is just on precision, because in a man disadvantage, and especially with Team Liquid having these pistols at close range situations, you can't just be gambling, coming and running straight into a stack. So C9 it's looking as if the bomb's going to make its way to B, and seeing if they can find anything whatsoever. Stanislaw going to be with the Deagle, just looking at short and automatic. He's just going to spot him out. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does in the end. So automatic finding that very easy kill. And C9, they're pushing out towards the side. Rush also going to be able to take down Elise with that Galil. So immediately, Team Liquid, they're forced to try and retake this B bomb site.
Rush just going to be sitting over on towards bench, playing his cards close to his chest. Nitro, meanwhile, wanting to get aggressive. Steps up around this smoke, that bomb ticking on down. Liquid eventually have to get a move on, as Rush is just still sitting patiently. It's a trade-off between these two teams. A standoff, I guess, would be the better saying to go to. The keeps on ticking. Nothing is being done. Liquid finally initiating a fight. Nitro and his frozen CC managed to pick up a kill, but may as well run away into the distance at this point, as there is no coming back for Liquid. It will go 2-0 in favor of Cloud9. Now they're looking for their third as well. More damage being done as automatic dismisses Nitro. They can just Twist and JDM to walk away with that CZ and at least a Mac-10 on JDM.
Team Liquid getting some damage done, getting kills in their favor, but unfortunately not having a kit just means that they decided not to go for that retake, and I think that was a smart decision, because you'd really have to get onto that site really fast to at least give yourself an opportunity to try and take the round away. But like you said, a Mac-10 saved from the last is going to go on the back of JDM, and Twist, he's going to keep that CZ and head armor. So definitely there's a little bit of weaponry used on the side of Team Liquid, but Cloud9 coming out strong so far into this matchup. A minute 35 left on the clock. It's actually a 4-man CT stack towards this A bomb site, and I actually really like this from C9, from Liquid.
Yeah, it's a gamble, but at the end of the day, when you just got, you know, such a mismatch of weaponry with really no actual strength to back it, you might as well just go for a play like this. Problem for them is C9 are taking it slow. They're working pressure points across the map. And while they're doing that, they're scooping up information as we get thrown into third person. That just looks horrible. No one likes to see that. Rush taking down JDM, though, starting to live up to that point. C9 at this point, they're fully aware of the openness of that B site. You can see the likes of Stewie wanting to move further up, but it's prompted rotations. Liquid, they've moved on over.
Liquid, they're trying to make their way towards this B bomb site, hoping that it's the right decision. Early damage being done to Rush, but no more than that. As Tarek and Rush both sitting on 10 HP, and Stewie coming out of Apartments tries to look for the third, but he can't find it. A double piece coming out for Stewie. And Team Liquid, they're all down to Twist and Elise left, and Twist is able to find that initial kill onto Tarek with the CZ, and Twist with the AK finding another. So come on, What more could you do? And he finds a third. Twists. This is fantastic play as the bomb's been dropped down into the open. As Twist, 16 seconds left on the clock. It's a definitely doable situation. And Twist makes it happen. A 4K coming out from the man. The youngster, the 17-year-old onto Team Liquid, has an amazing clutch.
That is truly quite something. Somehow managing to pull through. Looks like both teams are suffering from technical issues though, so we get ourselves a chance to really just relax after witnessing that play. Twist, the crucial frags, lining up for Nitro as well as he was able to play off his teammate. Eventually, of course, getting himself over on towards the position of Tetris. At that point, everything fell his way. I think he took down Rush, who was, what, 16 HP as he walked into his arms. The positioning from Twist is what made that play happen. Now they do stand with a round to play with, and one that hopefully will allow them to break the back of Cloud9 that equalize things. Because you take a glance at the economic standpoint of C9, it's not exactly perfect, is it? Not by a long shot. Sure, you've got Skadoodle on 4,750, but aside from that, the rest of your players are around that 3k or even 2,000 benchmark with Tarek. Very, very little to spend, so it's a really awkward position for Cloud9 to be in for sure.
I think what Cloud9 are going to do in this situation is just upgrade a couple of pistols, get some utility and possibly some armor. And what that does is it tries to give the opportunity to get a bomb plan and at least try and get a couple of kills, but not invest too much to be able to have a good economy into the next round. And Team Liquid, it was all down to Twist in that round, and really that just broke Cloud9. They didn't expect that Twist was just going to go absolutely off, and an incredible play coming out from him, and really that just gives Team Liquid an early round, which definitely should not have happened.
Right now, it looks like the teams are trying to do some voodoo witchcraft to summon an admin, and hopefully that spell does work out for them. They can get themselves unpaused relatively soon, as it looks like they are both ready to go. But in the meantime, Twig, let me ask you a question. Who do you think is going to take this series? Just give me a cut and dry response. Are we looking at a 2-1 for Cloud9, Liquid taking it 2-0? Where do you think this is going to head? I mean, you know the Vita, you know the map pool. Break it down for me.
Look, I honestly have to give it to Team Liquid just because the experience level. Obviously, Cloud9, they've been showing up and having some really impressive results, but having Tarek and Rush come in and they've only played 44 maps for Cloud9, I just think that Team Liquid, they're a little bit more settled. Their strats are a lot more set in stone. And I think Cloud9 are a little bit more of a puggy team just because the experience level isn't there for them as of yet.
Well, let's see how that one plays out. Of course, looks like we're still suffering some issues here and there. Now we've had another coach depart the game, that being Valens, of course, on the C9 side of things. Not an ideal start, but I'll tell you what we're going to do, folks. Save us blabbering on. We'll throw on some music and we'll be right back with you very, very soon. Once everything is sorted, once the admin is returned to a seat, and once we're all ready to kick this game off again, as we're going to be going into round 4 of Cloud9 versus Liquid, the fight for the EPICENTER Grand Final. And we are back. Round number 4 concludes. The admin has been returned, or somehow, wherever he was, whatever he was doing, somewhere in the world, he's got back to his PC and the game is live. Liquid really trying to work their way into this game, of course, wanting that second round to equalize things. They have the AWP, they have the rifles. They have a pretty good advantage, really, of a C9 on paper. Well, let's see how this one plays out. Gonna be that A-take, of course. Elise already waltzing on in, takes down Stewie. We're spraying into the smoke, playing for that ramp kill, but couldn't quite find the exit frag. Instead has to withdraw in towards CT as the rest of his team will group up. It's the waiting game at this point, this Twist. We spot on him, we see what he's up to, and he's glancing through a smoke, gets himself 2 quick frags, leaving just Russian automatic, trying to defend that bomb.
Team Liquid trying to retake this site, a 5-on-2. And it's almost a dire situation coming out from C9 as Twist able to get another 4K into the round. And C9, they get a bomb plant, but they can't do any more. No kills in their hands. But at the end of the day, Cloud9, they've got to be happy with a bomb plant, considering they didn't force that much into it. We saw a UMP come onto Rush and then a couple upgraded pistols. But at the end of the day, Team Liquid just clean up, and Twist's an impressive showing from him early on into this game.
Of course, just 4 rounds of CS being played so far. We definitely want to see what more he's got in him. Right now, 8-1 up, which is exactly where you want to be if you Twist, but keep it going. Keep that foot well and truly planted on the gas as Liquid look to move forward and take themselves a third now. Their opposition weak at the knees. Those looks charge out on towards A, and once again, it's simple pickings. Elise and Twist doing all of the work. 3 kills for Elise, 2 for Twist. And just like that, Liquid, they're 3-2 up.
Fortunately there for Cloud9, just trying to split on towards that A bomb site. Didn't work out in their fashion as they were just utterly destroyed by the hands of Team Liquid. So that's going to be Liquid making it 3 rounds in the row, and that's going to be them taking the lead. And Cloud9, this is where they're going to come straight back into this. 4 AKs and an AWP onto Skadoodle. But an aggressive play coming out from Team Liquid. We've seen them do it before towards underpass, and it works out in their favor as Nitro, once again, he's going to be able to find that first initial kill, but instantly Skadoodle with that AWP is going to find that kill onto JDM sitting in window room.
Tarek, the man with the invisible AK for just a second. Starts to rotate over on towards A. He wants to join up with his teammate Rush, of course. They are going to be building up for that explosive contact A play. Only one man to hold them off. It will be Twist trying to fend all of these terrorists back from CT. Just has to be careful pretty much and almost spot for them at this point, because information is certainly more valuable than him trading in his life for a frag. Of course, as more of the forces of C9 rotate over, that's when it becomes more problematic. I mean, Skadoodle joining them from ramp, and the smart thing from Scar is he knows full well that someone could be up close, so he's not scoping or doing anything finicky with that AWP. He's staying scoped in and just checking around these corners as the contact is going to be taken. Twist finds Tarek on the exit and then backs off into CT, holds a Rush, picks him down, leaving just Scar now to fling him from ramp, but almost too late to the party. Has to peek nice and slow. Stanislaw left with the headshot. Liquid 4-2 up.
Positioning there from Team Liquid was just almost perfect. That we never saw anything aggressive. We saw that Twist, the bomb was down, he got that first kill and it was dropped. And we saw Stanislaw sitting in jungle. He didn't get aggressive. They didn't want to pressure C9. They held their angles, they played very passive, and it worked out. And Team Liquid just hitting their shots, and Cloud9, it seems like they didn't have an answer into that round. Cloud9 coming straight back into this. P250s across the board and armor onto Stewie 2K, but other than that, it's going to be a couple of flashbangs. And Cloud9 seeing what they can do early on. Skadoodle finding a kill onto Nitro, but can't really do much more than that, as the pistols trying to do as much damage as they can. But look at that from Elise, a triple kill into connector, and he just turns around and finds the 4th. So Elise, he's on for the ace, and he actually might find it. Spray coming in, and he does indeed. So an ace cleanup coming out from Elise, and Team Liquid, well, that was a very smooth and fast round for them.
Yeah, just like it should have been, though. They were just dispatching of Glocks and light pistols at the end of the day. Nothing really to be screaming about just yet. This is the big one. If there's a round you want to get yourself hyped up for, want to be sitting on the edge of your seat for, round number 8 is going to be it, because it could be a real turning point within this game. C9 are either going to fight it back and make this one a much more closer-knit tug of war, or Liquid are just going to run away with it and start to build up to 6, 7, or even potentially 8 rounds on the board. A devastating turn of affairs.
Team Liquid, once again, seeing if they can continue the momentum, but Automatic getting aggressive towards short, is able to find one, but immediately Team Liquid, they come to just help out their teammates, and it works out as they're able to get the man advantage. To Team Liquid, their positioning showing exactly why they are one of the best North American teams at this moment of time. Team Liquid and C9, this is the complete rivalry in NA at the moment.
That's why it's such an important game, of course. Looking at the context of this round, it is just C9 moving up towards that A site, once again maneuvering all that plant. But so much to do. Thankfully, they have 55 seconds. They're in no rush. Stewie posting on CT is just going to be trying to bait out a peek at this point, wanting information. Sense of safety. Rolling over and will allow him for plant. Covered, of course, by Scar's AWP. And he'll just retreat back, likely to get in Palace, and then from there, pretty good spots from C9 all being held. Sure. Got Stan coming in. Stewie's holding for it. That's already a kill locked in and equalizing the situation. Scar. That AWP should be able to pick them off as they come in from CT. The round almost falling away at this point from Liquid, but Scar, the big whiff, comes in for the second shot. Lige given a kill, but Stewie gets aggressive, walks out through Palace, finds both of those kills to clean house. Leaving C9 back in the game, up to 3, of course. But Liquid, they have $16,000 on some of those players, $13,000. They have money to play with. No Roy at all for them. They will just buy back in and ultimately look to reset the side of C9, which is the risk that we didn't really talk about, but a risk that certainly is paramount going forward.
Team Liquid opting for the double AWP, and it's an interesting setup, but especially on a map like Mirage, where there's so many long-range engagements that you're able to make that kind of decision. And like you said, if they're able to win out this round, they will reset Cloud9. Immediately, a Lige, once again, finding that initial kill, and it just seems like Team Liquid, they're making it work and always finding these first kills and falling back and trying to get into a better position. But Cloud9, early on, losing the map control. But as I say that, Lige, he's going to fall back from window room and just granting C9 control of mid. The Cloud9, they have the decision making of where they want to go. 1:10 left on the clock. And Cloud9, they don't really have the utility to have a fantastic execution towards the site. They really must just rely on the individual players to be hitting their shots. There's an aggressive play towards A. And it's looking as if Cloud9, they're going to split through Connector and through Palace towards this A bomb site. Twist, he's ready for it, looking towards Palace. But it's just whether he has the timing on point. Rush coming out of Palace early on. He's going to be able to take down a Lige, but that's going to be Twist trading it out. C9, they're trying to spot out Twist, and they do indeed. But Nitro with the AWP sitting on short is able to take down Skadoodle. JDM chimes in as well, and it's all down to Stewie left. A 1-on-3 clutch scenario, and the bomb, it's been dropped. So Team Liquid, a perfect start again as Stanislaw, not the AWPer that you see every day, but he's able to finish off the last kill. So Team Liquid, an impressive showing, because that just means that Cloud9 are going to be reset.
Thing is, you look at how that round played out, all C9 did was basically just waltz into AWPs towards the end. They had themselves an even standpoint. They had themselves a chance, but we saw players jumping, we saw players peeking in angles and in positions that didn't need to be peeked or jumped at. They opened up the door for Liquid to waltz on in and steal the round away from them, and that's exactly what happened. In my opinion, that round is for C9 there to lose. Sure, you've got the Orcs posting up and that bomb is in a bit of a sour spot, so it definitely is that perspective. But it shouldn't have unfolded in a simple way where Liquid just click their fingers, they get themselves the 2 frags, and the round like that just crumbles away. Expected a plant at bare minimum. Nonetheless, round number 10, the force up from Cloud9, and this is where things are going to continue to be just as heated in this battle of North American talent.
Well, I'm just looking at a Lige and Twist. Combined, they have 30 kills, and we've only completed 9 rounds. That's insane. That really is insane for 2 players. And it's not as if they're doing anything out of the normal. They're not playing aggressive. They're just playing their angles, and they're hitting their shots. And at the moment of time, that's what Team Liquid's doing, and it's just working out for them.
I like this from Cloud9 though. It's opting for the set piece strategy now, the A execute, knowing not only do they have a weaponry disadvantage, but the utility is going to be very much thin to put it bluntly. So they have to get themselves on a site, get that plant sooner rather than later. Problem is those mollies are already going to start to push them back, scraping in for that early damage, slowing them down, cutting the tempo of Cloud9, which the play is built to create tempo. So if you lose it, then you're likely to lose the play. Twist already pulling distance with his rifle. Liege ready to push through the smoke. Kills coming in left, right, and center, but they're close to the plant. They get away with it. The CZ punishing JDM. That's an AWP there to be lost, but JDM whoops out his sidearm, manages to survive. Automatic going to post up with a Galil, but this is a tough round for them to try and close out. Automatic putting in the work, flicks up towards stairs, but Liege is still pushing. The flash is perfect, the frag grenade alongside. And both enable Liquid to push on forward. 7 rounds for them now, as Twist closes out with the defuse.
Cloud9 not having the best starts on their T side, but I like that from C9. They're able to get the bomb planted, and like you said, a set piece execute. It's the first time we've seen from Cloud9, or the second time that we've seen them try and use all their utility to get onto the site, and that Molotov just held them back, and I feel like that's what led Team Liquid to have such a devising round, because they were able to slow Cloud9 down. They didn't have the utility to then double get back into the site.
For sure, it's such a tough round in the day for C9 to have to play out, and of course they're back in that same position again. This time, no set piece, nothing fancy like that, because they can't afford to invest in it. They need to sit back and rethink themselves, their approach to this game, and revisit the armory when they actually have something worth fighting for. Rush, trying to see if he can plunder some weaponry from his opposition as he takes down the Liege, but he got a kill in window. Perhaps one of the worst places to get a frag, really, to be honest, if you're with these pistols, because he can't get to that gun. It's going to be fortified by the likes of Nitro and Stan.
Rush chiming in with another kill, so the pistols, they're working out for C9 as they're able to be granted those one-on-one engagements, and Skadoodle with that deagle able to hit a 1D, and Tarek chiming in as well, and immediately it's all down to Nitro left, and C9, they do not lose a member. Wow, what a round coming out from C9. They really just held their angles, and Team Liquid, they were just forced straight into the angles.
Yeah, I think major props given to Cloud9, but I'm gonna throw this straight out there. Liquid, why are you facing so many of those angles? You don't need to boost on short. You can just play the crossfire setup, and they basically can't push it. You don't need to be peeking mid every 5 seconds. You lose the advantage, you're up against pistols. Don't give them any more, but instead you push, you keep on pushing. Until eventually all the bottles have fallen down, they've crashed on the ground, and now you're trying to survive against rifles. The push comes in connector, Tarek already punishing a player, whoops at his deagle. Doubles down for a second frag. Liquid, that one round could open up for so many more now for Cloud9.
It really can, as Team Liquid in a 2-man disadvantage, and Automatic, he's going to win that angle with Stanislaw, so already we can see the difference that this has made as Cloud9 got complete side control as Skadoodle was able to finish off Nitro, and it's all down to Twist left. And I think in that situation, like you said, the stack coming in towards short, I feel like Team Liquid are a little bit overconfident at this point. They realize they've got pistols, let's try and get the round over and done with rather than just rocking down the clock. So at the end of the day, Team Liquid, they went into a mentality, let's get this round over and done with, keep the momentum, keep the pressure. And Team Liquid, they were just making the wrong decisions in that point in time.
Now we have to look forward to the future of Team Liquid. Now just upon 7 rounds, Cloud9 up to 5. Game getting all the more closer. The 8th round, the coveted 8th round, because it supports that half win, a claim that every team likes to make. But it's going to be a tough one for Liquid to find, as Cloud9 really are mounting up the pressure, just like you say, Dweg. The problem here for Liquid is they're starting to eat at their funds. I mean, the only player with any significant bank remaining is Stanislaw, and that 11,000 or so is going to be ripped into significantly once he has to start dropping rifles and such.
Cloud9, a 2-round disadvantage. They really have brought this back 2 rounds in a row. Team Liquid, they came with a really strong start. The Cloud9, they're coming straight back into this, and we can see that the confidence level are just only increasing towards the North American side. And once again, mid-control just granted, and Stanislaw pushing through the smoke, and Cloud9, they're ready for it. So, a questionable decision coming out from Team Liquid. We've seen a couple of times in these last 2 rounds that Team Liquid, they're just pushing through the smokes. And once again, Nitro pushing through that short smoke and gets absolutely decimated by Automatic. And Team Liquid, I just don't know what's going wrong.
Such an awful round. witness automatic posting up for a lead, secures just another kill. Thankfully, JDM starts to work his way back in, but perhaps already a bit too late into the round as it is just him all alone. 4 frags to find, a minute on the clock short. Cloud9, they are making it work. Skadoodle got JDM's name written all over the barrel of that AWP, takes him down with one fell swoop. C9 1 away now from tearing it up to 7-7. And most importantly, breaking down barrier that Liquid put in place that said that they were the team to win this one. Bear in mind, they had such a strong start. So it really was quite that barrier, mental barrier for some players. Cloud9 remain determined. And they're back here right now in round 14. With a very genuine chance at winning the half. Bear in mind, Liquid are on just 5-7 speed to 50s CZs here. It will come down to a 5v5 buy-in effect. Much less than these pistols. This should be easy for Cloud9 to close out. That's why they're going for this kind of walkout A play. Because they can just take the Angels. They can afford to take the Jules.
Nitro, the only one on Team Liquid able to find a kill. But he is able to find an AK for himself. Team Liquid seeing if they can find anything. Initial picks, entry frags, and just anything into this round. But the AK onto Nitro, and they actually seem like they want to go for this. Team Liquid, they're not opting to go for the save and save that AK into the next round. They obviously want to try and punish Team Liquid, but Stewie, the long spray, is able to take down Twist. And once again, Cloud9, Stewie again. It just seems that Liquid just don't have the answer, but at the end of the day, upgraded pistols isn't really going to try and do that much damage against rifles. As Nitro just opting for the save, and Cloud9, they're tying it up 7 apiece. And really, it seems that they've really found their feet on their T side and know how to punish Team Liquid.
For sure, of course. Waiting patiently for that bomb to explode at this point. So much on the line in this next buy. 15 rounds have been played. You have to think for C9, what's it going to do for you if you can take this 8-7? It sounds like such a bland statement, I know, but let me elaborate on that real quick. Cloud9 so far behind, they managed to bring it back, but not only did they bring it back, they actually win out the half. Going forward into the second half and really just the end of the map, they are going to be feeling so much more confident in their play. There's going to be a lot more belief there. And that's going to be huge going forward, especially when you move on to that CT side, which you need a bit of that chemistry. You need that synergy between teammates. You want them riled up.
Cloud9 able to take it 7 apiece as Team Liquid seeing if they can find anything. And as if history grows, Cloud9 have a very strong CT-sided pistol. And Team Liquid, they seem to just... It seems to have a little bit of a break. And it's just, the pressure's not there anymore. And it seems that Team Liquid, they're a little bit frightened by C9 because they don't want to continuously have C9 to get this advantage and continuously be able to keep the rounds going as such. And Team Liquid, this is an all-important round because at the moment, Cloud9 4 in a row, you really just don't want to give it to them. As the T's looking like they're going to make their way towards this A bomb site. We are going to see Twist very aggressive towards this A bomb site, and immediately the kills going in the favor of Team Liquid as it's all down to Skadoodle and automatic left, but they are able to find 2 kills, but there's still a lot more to do. Skadoodle once again with the AWP, so crisp and so clean. The bomb is going to be planted and 50 seconds left on the clock. Both CTs coming from Connector. It's going to be Nitro and Elige. There is a kit to use, but it's a very difficult situation. Skadoodle locking down the points as much as he can, but Elige is going to be able to take him down, and it's all down to automatic left. Stuck in A main, up against 2. The smoke coming in, and the crossfire as the defuse gets stuck, but the Molotov coming in as Elige tries to spot him out, and, well, that's going to be the defuse coming in.
The decision to throw Nitro on that bomb straight away likely comes down to the fact that the entire round the guy had no Kevlar. So, you know, as you're taking us through the motions, as things play out, all I'm thinking in my head is, please, Nitro, be the one to die right now. Just let someone else stay alive. Have Twist, Stan, anyone is better than a guy with glass cannon AK-47. So thankfully, they managed to figure out a play that works out, which is pretty much just throw him on the bomb and stick it down, force your teammate to hold ramp, and it does come together. With that said, a pause is called. Team speaks are going to be exchanged, as it looks like Liquid are having just a few issues with getting themselves comfortable.
Well, so far, Cloud9 have played Mirage twice in the EPICENTER Closed Qualifiers. They played Mirage against NRG in the 2-0 sweep in the winners match, and they also took a 16-3 on Mirage against Luminosity. So they're showing at the moment that their Mirage game is strong, but they just haven't played a lot of it.
Certainly a potential argument to run down. Of course, looking forward to this half, I'm expecting Cloud9 to start to show up on their CT side, actually, because we have seen players like Tarek, Stewie start to post some really impressive numbers recently. Definitely going to be looking at Cloud9 here as well. I think, Cloud9 at the end of the day, this is a map they've had a lot of fun on. Of course, both of these teams, some of their most recent matchups have been, I think, both these teams, all four of the most recent games are both from Pro League. If I recall, I think Liquid beat Rogue 2-0, both 16-8. They did go 1-1 with Complexity, which is actually a fairly surprising result. I mean, it was 16-13, but you don't expect Complexity to be able to trade maps with Liquid, let alone, of course, take them to 25-22 OT. Cloud9 side of things, it was SK and Splice. Fortunately, C9 unable to crack Titans that are the Brazilian team SK. They did decimate Splice though, 61-64, so there's that at least.
At the moment, there's a lot of NA teams going around, and it seems like Cloud9 and Liquid, they've always been at the top, but it's who's first, who's second. It seems to be a little bit up and down with these two teams. That, obviously both teams having really impressive results. We see that Cloud9, they're sitting 8th in the Pro League at the moment, where Team Liquid sitting at 3rd. And then ESL 1 New York, obviously Cloud9 came in the 3rd and 4th place. And at DreamHack Open Montreal, Cloud9 also came 3rd and 4th. So with this roster, they have been showing impressive results. And Team Liquid, on the other hand, have been doing exactly the same.
Yeah, both these teams really on the up and the up. Both teams writing out their tail right now. Of course, new players. Changing things does impact the way you play as a team at the end of the day, especially when you bring the likes of coolers and such. So, a complex point in time for both these teams. Again, looking at Tarek though, really want to see him step up. The guy's been playing a lot of CS recently as well, from what I've been seeing. Hope that it really does show. Rush, of course, posting from CT, just tapping away with the USP, finds the initial kill as JDM waterfalls out of Palace. Rest of Liquid though, they are just going to be going for that plant straight off the bat. Nitro tucked in on the rest of the players, pushing CT, good high flash, and that prompted them to push out even further. Automatic and Rush are right there. Twist taking down both almost as Leeds just steal away the kill. Twist standing his ground, fight against Tarek, who for some reason gives him the face. Never has it been easier for Liquid. That is awkward to watch. C9, both those players on site look like a deer in headlights.
Team Liquid there, it just seemed that the pace just didn't work out in Cloud9's favor, because we saw that high flash coming in towards CT, and Twists, once again, he's really, a 17-year-old has just completely stepped up. We obviously knew he was on TSM before, we knew he was a player that could frag, but since coming over to Team Liquid, he has just done so much more, and it shows that the team, the synergy, it just works with them, and at the moment, it seems that Team Liquid, they're just relying on a Legion Twist, and it's not as if you get the kills, it happens, and they really are not faulting at this moment of time, but Cloud9, they are forcing straight back into this. So CZ's, a Deagle, and a Scout. It's an interesting decision to see Tarek on the Scout instead of Skadoodle, but obviously Tarek feels like he is the man on a mission. As Team Liquid, they don't want to rush into this. They really want to take their time, spice out where is Cloud9 sitting at the moment. Can we try and bait out utility? Because we know with the force buy on the CT side after losing pistols, there's definitely not going to be a lot of utility to use.
You mentioned Tarek. If you've seen some of the guys' stream clips recently, him and the Scout, they always become synonymous.
They work
sometimes. Together. Yeah, they do. So I hope to see some of that action here. Still, I have a little bit of faith in Cloud9. Team close to my heart right now. Trying to perform on that CT side. Nitro not quite going to make the jump to stairs, instead just going to dip into Sandwich. Twist and Stan both tap down, rush in CT. JDM in such a good position, because even with Automatic kind of stumbling into window, no matter what, even if he gets the perfect jump, he's likely to die just because of the position of JDM alone. Twist as well, pushing up through Rampit. Starts to really cement this round for Liquid, which, again, is very unfortunate for C9, but if there's a round we have to look towards, it will be that buy, because that'll give us a clearer picture of exactly where C9 stand. Thankfully, they haven't got a hugely pushed up scoreline. So Liquid definitely are going to look to build up rounds and start to run away with it, but Cloud9, they have got some time to play before it gets to panic mode, so to speak.
An interesting decision coming out from Team Liquid. We saw that Twist, Sanistalor, and JDM all decided to use them UMPs and buy a little bit more utility because of the lower price range. But at the moment, we see that on the second round, if you win on T, it's not as likely that we see so many UMPs just because of the nerf at the moment. But Twist able to find two. The UMP is one of those weapons that you can just farm up the money and straight away when it gets to a gun round, you can get rid of it if you want.
I mean, the day, money is money. You're never going to be turning down those dollars, dude. You just want to keep on farming. Also opens up the opportunity for that bonus round, but something we don't need to get into just yet. Scout again on Tarek. Have a lot of backup. Surprising they don't just throw that UMP over to Tarek, though. Scout can do any number of things on any of those players, but with Tarek having the Kevlar at least means that things are a little bit easier with that UMP.
Cloud9, 3 CTs towards this B bomb side, and Team Liquid, they are walking in towards a stack, but at the moment the pistol is just not going to be that much of a damage dealer unless they can get into those close quarter situations. And Stewie, he is not going to win that battle, so Stanislaw is going to take him down. I thought Stewie was going to win that, but at the end of the day, it's going to be Stanislaw, and a contact play coming out towards this B bomb side. Skadoodle sitting on the side, but no armor. That UMP just gets shut down early on. It's Cloud9, they're down to 3 members, and like you said, I would have liked to see that UMP onto Tarek and the Scout onto Skadoodle just because of the armor play.
It doesn't look like it really made much of a difference, though. At the end of the day, he was melted on down. And at least Cloud9 with just 3 players, and yeah, you're not worrying about those USP saving. No one really cares about automatic and rush right now. Really, the player of value is Tarek. Just that Kevlar, or at least something for them to work with going into that 19th round, of course. A little bit extra that doesn't have to be purchased. A few shots are going to be thrown. JDM wrapping in behind. The Kevlar is gone. Legion JDM making money as well. Twist, sorry. Gotta remember, $600 a pop is a good chunk of money. Really starts to show. $5,000 basically being the benchmark for Liquid at this point. It's Cloud9 on the buy. Time to show us something.
Team Liquid, 4 rounds in the lead, and so far, their T side has looked very promising, and now we're going to get into the all-important gun rounds. And once again, it's looking as if Team Liquid trying to get control of apartments as they've got an aggressive play towards B, but look at this from Stewie 2K, very aggressive towards out mid. He's going to be able to take down Nitro, and Skadoodle with that AWP also onto a lead. He finds a second onto Stanislaw, moving around, he finds a third onto JDM. Skadoodle making work as Cloud9 are able to take that first gun round.
Looked like Skadaddy is back, baby. Finds herself some very clean kills. That AWP just working out on the B site perfectly. It's good to see some highlights from him, honestly. It's been a while, to say the least. But hopefully C9 can make it work now. Use that round as a launch pad moving forward. Liquid, they're still here with money to play with, and that buy presents an AWP of 4 rifles and 4 utility. C9, keep it going, keep working those picks. There's a very genuine chance this game can get closer and closer.
Team Liquid, minute 30 left on the clock, getting control of mid. But I don't think they're going to spot out that CT sitting in window room. And that could be a very cheeky position indeed. If they don't spot it out, the smoke is going to give them some cover to make their way towards connector. And Team Liquid, they have the decision, where do we want to go? There is a CT towards connector. He may get spotted out, but the smokes are just delaying the presence for Team Liquid. As the utility running out on both sides. But a minute left. It looks like Team Liquid are going to split towards this A bomb site. The bomb making its way through A main. There is 2 members towards connector and 1 towards Palace. And Skadoodle, the AWP on towards Ticket. looking towards Connector, and Skadoodle once again able to find that kill. The flash coming in over the top, gonna blind the member at CT, and JDM, it is an AWP battle. Stanislau is gonna win that in a lead. Coming out of Connector, is able to take down Stewie. And Skadoodle, he's seeing if he can find anything, but at the moment he's just not able to spot out anything. But what a shot coming out from Skadoodle, as Twists is gonna plant the bomb towards Connector and towards Short. For 20 seconds left. Cloud9 trying to retake this site, but Twist, he's in an awkward position, gets on top of Triple, isn't able to finish off the kill with Stanislau backing him up from Palace. But he does get tagged down, but Tarek does not find that kill as Automatic sprays towards the box, trying to take down Twist, and low HP onto Stanislau and Twist, and a Liege coming around from CT. This could be perfect. The Liege, the perfect flank, finds one, tries to find the second, as it's all down to Skadoodle with the AWP, 34 HP, the flash coming high. And a Liege is able to find that kill. So far, Team Liquid, a very, very well executed round.
Everything you say is perfect, but one thing you've kind of neglected to highlight is Tarek, hello? That's, you know, you got a player not looking at you at all. He's posted on CT. You peek out jungle, you get yourself a free frag. Your teammates can then have the confidence to push through CT. It's basically an opportunity for C9, but hey, no, it's the full whiff. It misses, what, 6 or 7 shots? The bursts just don't work out. Liquid, they turn around, they kill him for it. And that starts to really set the round off. A Liege then on the big flank. The flash was perfectly read, the high flash he threw, because it meant the minute they tried to then push up through CT and secure the trade, they were left completely blind, just rendered useless. Liquid capitalizing ultimately on a few mistakes from C9. Now it is just pistols in play, bear in mind, this should push Liquid up to 13. Well on their way of trying to close this one out. I thought we'd be getting to some close and contested CS, but one buy tells all the difference as we move forward.
Stewie getting aggressive towards Connector, but at the end of the day, the terrorists just swarming out towards the bomb site, but they are taking it slow, checking all the angles they can. Stanislau, he's going to spot out Stewie and takes the kill. So Team Liquid, the confidence play, it seems like it's raining through as a Liege on the lurk play towards mid is able to take down Tarek, and C9, the mistakes, they're just filtering through. We haven't seen that many from them, but now we can see that the confidence, it's just not working out. And C9, they had a chance of desperately winning out that round, and a lead. What a spray, as he's able to get 4k into the round. And Team Liquid, they really are showing up. And Liege, he's just 30 bombed on a 21 round game so far.
Yeah, really an impressive performance coming out from a Liege, and certainly one of the deciding factors of Liquid and why they're able to sit on 13 rounds currently. Cloud9, though, going to be contesting them here, back on the buy, back with weaponry to play with. But let's cut the crap. Let's stop talking about whatever may come to mind, and let's just look at the situation hands down. C9, 2 players are on towards Connector. You've got 4 basically towards that A site in general. Complete lack of mid presence. Liquid, that's an opportunity for them, just to say the least there. Not only that, but if they were to try and prod towards B, you've got Automatic playing solo. So the question is, can Alexa Stewie and Rushy the spot towards short, or go and support Automatic? If they can do neither of those things, then Automatic has it all on him, and that's a lot of pressure. JDM picking him off, securing the trade, Rush finally getting over, but the site is basically lost. And that's exactly why it's so important. You basically give up Liquid, you give up that B site, and now you have to retake.
Rush, the rotate coming in fast, but not quick enough, as C9 trying to retake this site 4v4. And there are no kits on the side of Cloud9, so they can't make any time wasted and any mistakes. As Team Liquid, 13 rounds, they need to hold off this push from Cloud9, and it seems like Rush is going to be taken down from a Liege. And Cloud9, they're just lost. They're not sure what to do. They were a little bit hesitant of, do we go now, do we go later? And it just seems that it wasn't working out. Tarek able to find that scout kill onto a Liege, exiting the site. For Team Liquid, they run away with 14 rounds on the board, only 2 away from taking out the first map. And this was Cloud9's map pick, and so far, they've been playing alright, but not fantastic. Not like Team Liquid.
Yeah, it's a real tough one. Of course, you have got to look at Liquid, and at the end of the day, show some respect to the fact that you've got players like Twist and Leash fragging incredibly hard, which, at the end of the day, if Cloud9 don't have those players stepping up, then what can you do? I mean, we've already kind of discussed the idea of Tarek and a few shots that didn't quite go his way, but really it's a roster-wide issue in this individual map. JDM is just going to be posting on ramp at this point. Liquid just going to be playing this round incredibly slow. Looking to see if Cloud9 get aggressive, and once they know exactly what the CT side are going to be doing, then they can look to escalate things. Pick them off one by one and eventually get themselves onto a site. Of course, the A site is going to be very much the target. Rush just going to be sitting in the corner with a CZ waiting for the push, but no refrag potential, which is just another problem of the many that C9 face.
Nitro with the bomb, making his way towards Palace, and immediately Stewie, he finds the first kill, finds a double with the P250, so a great start coming out from C9 into this weird buy. They're trying to get the pistols, they're trying to go, and it works out so far, but Elige is able to at least give Team Liquid a little bit of hope into this round, so the man advantage just slipping away as Twist's able to equalize the playing field. And 40 seconds, 7 left on the clock. The T's, they still, the bomb, it's making its way to A, but actually they might fall back and make their way to B, as Nitro trying to see if he can find anything, making his way towards mid, and he gets taken down from the player in Connector. Skadoodle with the M4. And Team Liquid, it just seemed that they were shut down by that push from Stewie early on.
Yeah, some very nice work from him to be able to secure a double kill there is almost unheard of. But it's not over just yet. They have to finish it off. Good flash from Scar, but Twist is still going to get aggressive, thankfully. The kill is traded. Rush from behind. Open things up for C9 as they get themselves just a round to play with and keep Liquid on the cusp of closing this game on 14. But the pressure isn't on just yet. With 2 to play with, at least C9 can afford a mistake.
Team Liquid, the money, it's still looking pretty good for them. We see Stanislaw on almost 5,700, so even though a couple of players are low, they are able to buy straight back into this. As Team Liquid, 14 rounds, a 5-round advantage. And C9, you'd have to say it's a do or die situation right now. Tarek firing in a couple of shots to JDM, takes him down to 56 HP, and the HE grenade taking him down to 11. So far, Team Liquid, they haven't been able to spot out too many members from Cloud9. There's the smoke coming into the left side of Connector. And Team Liquid, they're just, once again, getting mid control. And I think C9 are a little bit scared to get control of mid because they realize how dominant Team Liquid are of being able to get mid control. That at the end of the day, we don't want to lose the man advantage. Let's just hold our players towards this A and B bomb site and not even worry about mid. And that just seems the tactic that's going in the minds of Cloud9.
Problem is for C9 is when they concede mid in the way they have, it does mean that they can quite easily be picked up by this random aggression. Skadoodle, a prime example of that, goes to the ramp smoke and their timing allows Stan to rip him to shreds. An initial kill already being picked up by Liquid, and again, because they have mid control, the whole map is basically, you know what comes to mind as saying the world is your oyster. That literally is the case for Liquid map. You know, mid control basically means they can go up through short, they can basically go anywhere. I'm not gonna over explain it. Automatic getting aggressive to try and cut them down. Puts himself in a good spot, but Elige will trade. Stewie managing to reinforce the position. They are just going to try and run out through Biaps now. Tarek all on him. He struggled last time, but can he step up at a time of need? Takes a few more shots than needed, but gets it done nonetheless. The AWP as well of JDM going to be missing, giving Tarek a lightning second. And ultimately, doing Cloud9 14-10. 4 rounds the difference. Still a lot to do, but they are surviving, and that's what counts.
Team Liquid, they're in a situation where the economy is not that good, so they're just going to opt to upgrade a couple of pistols, some armor, and possibly some utility. For Team Liquid, seeing if they can get a bomb plan and at least a couple of kills just to limit Cloud9, because Cloud9, even though they've won 2 rounds in a row, they've lost so many members that the economy is almost dire for them. So Team Liquid trying to get the pressure on and continue this momentum. As Cloud9, a 2-man stack towards this A bomb site. As the T's once again trying to just wiggle their way out towards A. The bomb making its way through A main, and immediately the CTs are pressured. But no kills coming across as of yet. And Stewie finds the first, and Twist and Nitro from Liquid are able to find kills with these pistols. So in the end of the day, the pistols working out so far. As Cloud9, they're forced back out of the site. Automatic sitting in Connector, spamming through the smoke, seeing if he can find anything. And he gets aggressive. As Nitro able to find one, but it just leaves him and Twist left. The weapon advantage not in their favor, and the HP advantage not in their favor, but Twist in such a great position, sitting in Tetris. He's able to spot out Tarek and take him down to 15 HP, but he can't find out anymore. Skadoodle gonna finish him off with the USP, and Nitro through the smoke is able to find out Tarek. And Skadoodle is on the bomb, but actually he's gonna get the defuse as Nitro not winning out. And C9, a very crucial round indeed.
Again, keeping the dream alive. Just pistols, though, for Liquid there. Significantly less investment around they're now about to go into. Definitely still questions to be raised about the defenses of C9, but hey, 3 rounds in a row is just what it is, 3 rounds. And they only need 3 more to take it 14-14. But let's take it round by round for now, frag by frag. Of course, C9 still not really changing much of the composition. This time putting a little bit of emphasis towards mid. He got Scoodle actually taking the peak. He has got support from short as well from automatic if needed. Liquid going to be contesting that. The high flash comes out. The top mid smoke, of course, there to play with them. JDM going to be working around to the right hand side of that top mid smoke. But C9 start to concede it. They start to fall back. Back to their old ways.
C9 once again just giving Team Liquid a gift as such. As like you said before, mid control, you really can just go anywhere. And at the end of the day, Cloud9, they're just opting to just give it to them. And at the end of the day, they feel like the pressure and the momentum is leading into their hands, that what they're doing right now is working in their favor. So let's just continue going and just not make anything different. Continuously play the same, continue changing positions, but have the same aspect. There's 50 seconds left. Team Liquid, they have got control of mid, but they still haven't really made much presence towards the site. There's only now JDM looking towards connector. But a 3-man stack towards the A bomb site. Team Liquid, they obviously don't want to run into this stack. And Stewie2K aggressive towards A main. Team Liquid might not spot it out, and he turns his back. The flash come in, and Stewie, he finds one, but tries to look for more, and Twist, he's going to deny him of that. As Rush and Elige both finding kills, so a 3-on-3 is automatic coming through jungle. He's able to take down Elige, and it's all down to JDM left, and he gets taken out. So Cloud9, the passive setup working out, and Stewie just doing Stewie things. The pop flash through the smoke, and he finds one.
It's worth noting, of course, that you got to give major props to the passive setup of C9 in the way that they actually baited Liquid into the window boost. You could see the position of, I believe it was Rush, but I may be wrong, but whoever was up towards B market, just sitting very far back, just holding the angle, pretty much played that round out to a T. They pretty much knew that Elige was up there, they knew that he was going to be poking around jungle, and everything kind of played into their hands. So for C9, you know, that's pretty much the one thing you can do if you're going to give up mid control like that, is start to capitalize on the over-aggression that Liquid might throw through, which they did in that round. Of course, after 12 now, just 2 left for them to find. And doing a good job of, well, making these expensive for Liquid, which is just another layer to the problems that C9 are causing. Because of that cost, it's Liquid just on these CZs and these P250s, which sure, these rounds were close. But it's that edge for C9, and an edge right now is something that you definitely want to be watching.
Cloud9, glimmer of hope shining in their past. As 12-14, Liquid just holding on. But C9, once again, trying to hold off the presence towards this B bomb site. Quick rotations coming in, and Tarek finds the first kill, automatic finding another. And so far, the 2 pistol kills going in the way of Team Liquid. And Twist, he's able to get his hands on an AWP, the bomb being planted. And Team Liquid, they have made this a 3-on-3, but a very difficult situation indeed. As it's all down to Twist. It's pretty much him or nothing. The AWP play finds one. So immediately finds that kill onto Rush and finds a second. Twist, he's stepping up in the most needed of times, and Nitro with the CZ into market. And Team Liquid, they're able to make their way to match point, and Cloud9, just look at their buy. It's very, very dire.
That is rough. Very, very rough. I mean, for Cloud9, the one thing I don't expect you to do is to start to drop rounds to pistols backed by Kevlar, but Twist picks up the AWP and does such a fine job of really picking up those kills. The awareness from him to be looking towards both the right side of market and following it with the left side exit as well. Leads to both of those big frags, and then prompts their regression as well from his teammates. I mean, it all just falls into place at that point. Cloud9, of course, the big gamble now on that A site. 4 players all tucked in over holding for that close ramp play, but Liquid effectively baiting them in as the whole team are swiftly relocating, and all they have a choice to make now. They can either take it slow, they can double fake. Okay, this is creative. Gonna re-execute.
Team Liquid, 1:10 left on the clock. In a situation like that, the double fake means that they might force out a couple of rotations from Cloud9, but they haven't beat the bite. The Cloud9 holding on as much as they can. A 3-man stack towards his A bomb site as the quick rotations coming in, and immediately Elige is finding kills as Twist as well, and a 3-on-3. It's all down to CZ's left for Cloud9. Tarek in CT, seeing if he can find anything. Stewie gets a very important kill onto Twist, immediately traded out, and it's all down to Elige. A 1-on-2 situation as Automatic spots him out, and Cloud9, they hold on just, but they do indeed as they make their way to 13 rounds. And Team Liquid, they tried to go for the double fake, and I feel like they went a little bit over the top of their head.
Liquid and closing out games on Mirage. I've been there before. It's like deja vu. And this is a slippery slope
Don't
now.
talk about it.
This is a real dangerous position to be in for Liquid. There's not many rounds for them to play with now. They had their chance. And we're beginning to get to the brink of OT for C9. It has to be said. Liquid and AWP. 4 rifles. They have the utility they need. C9. They've got SMG in play. They're not even on peak form. But let's see how they opt to play out the CT side. Again, that real just far back style. Led to a few frags. Tarek and his spontaneity just threw the CT smoke. A big kill that denied the plant for Liquid.
Team Liquid seeing if they can do anything, not giving C9 that overtime that they need. Team Liquid, they're holding on, but we've seen what they can do in the past, and really, they do struggle at closing out the maps, and it's happened time and time again. It's not me just throwing it out there. It does happen a lot for Team Liquid, and obviously the pressure getting to them is Cloud9. They're in for a chance of taking this to overtime, and Team Liquid, they just can't make mistakes. But aggressive play coming out from Tarek towards apartments. This may catch off a couple of members of Team Liquid as the bomb making its way towards this B bomb site. So Tarek, he's going to be the man of action, but he's not going to be able to spot out that player. He does get tagged down to 74 HP, but he does have some information to relay to his teammates. And Cloud9, they can't force an over-rotation here.
A deep flash going to slow down Liquid as well as JDM makes a few very important sound cues. The rest of his team belittling them as they charge up through short. Elige, a headshot to start the show on Tarek. Still, though, the rotation of Cloud9 have yet to fully come through, and a bad flash leaves JDM to throw the bomb down and just post up on that cross. And this cross could be game-ending. C9 having to walk into that orb. Not quite going to go for the flick just yet. Instead, much rather just smoke them off. Twist already doing a pretty good job, and this round looking like it's beginning to fall into place. Stan holding just another cross, the off angle from short, and there you have it. A drop of the hat. 16-13 Liquid. 4 quick kills, and they will close this one out. Doing what some